Mr. Bacon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and it's an honor to have you here today. Thank you for your leadership and your hard work, and thanks for bringing your J58 here, one of the smartest guys I know. Good to have him here. I want to just start off by saying I second your desire to put more ground forces in Europe. I think we need for deterrence. I think it's needed to reassure our Polish and Baltic friends in particular. One of the most important missions you have, in my view, too, is the ballistic missile defense mission that we're doing with Israel right now. Can you give us an update where we're at with that? Are we at a status quo? Are we building onto it? What else do you need for that important mission?
Israel, as I said in my comments, is one of our, it's a special ally, but it's one of our closest in Europe. Our staff has very regular and routine exchange of intelligence and discussions with them. I mean, it is remarkable. We are just now going through another one of our exercises, and a part of that is the missile defense, so that we stay trained as partners in that mission. That mission is very solid. We continue to train on it. We continue to increase capabilities. The Israelis continue to increase their capabilities as well. I do have some needs with respect to that. I'm very confident of our ability to support Israel, but I have some needs with respect to that, and I can talk about that in a closed session more specifically.
One of the concerns I had, and I was part of that mission early on down at Ramstein, is the mismatch between Iran's capabilities versus how to defend. And a lot of this defense becomes really deterrence or counterstrike, so that they fear, doing the first strike. But that takes a lot of coordination with CENTCOM. How is that coordination with two different COCOMs where that seam is right there?
Yeah, an experience question from having dealt with this seam. But actually, it works very well. We've done integrated planning now. Any place that we have the seams, interfere with a plan or be a subject of a plan. So the dynamic of this environment that we live in, where virtually everything that any one of our COCOMs deals with is multi-regional, that has some connection across their border, we've become much more agile at working with each other. I'm very confident of our relationship with COCOM, actually, with CENTCOM in particular.
One last question. We want to expand our presence in Yukon, but yet we're continuing to reduce our infrastructure there. And when I came in '85, I think we've cut our presence in Europe by over half, maybe 2/3 even. And when I was the commander at Ramstein, I note that we were continuing to find bases that we wanted to close. Is it prudent to continue to close multiple bases in Europe while we're trying to expand deterrence with Russia?
Yeah, we've actually taken a look at this since I've been in command. I'm sure that General Breedlove did before me. A good many of those that we had planned for closure, I agree with moving on. We've got about 15 left now. There are some of those that we're looking at that I think is worth another look, given the dynamics of the day, because we've got to get our posture right. So I think holistically as a program, it was profitable. But there are some of those today that we're going to take a look at that remain.
Okay, I appreciate that you're looking at that. My instinct tells me we're cutting too much. At the same time, realizing that we want to expand, it just doesn't make sense. So thank you. Chairman, I yield back.
Ms. Spear.